Hello everyone, I'm Tom and I'm so glad to be here with you again. Today we're diving deep into a powerful technique for overcoming social anxiety, gradual exposure. It might sound a bit intimidating, but trust me, it's one of the most effective ways to reclaim your confidence and start enjoying social situations again. So, what exactly is gradual exposure? Think of it like dipping your toes into the water before you jump in. Instead of throwing yourself into a massive party that sends your anxiety through the roof, you start with something much smaller. It's all about taking baby steps to confront your fears in a controlled and manageable way. The goal isn't to eliminate anxiety overnight, but to teach your brain that these situations aren't as threatening as they feel. The first step is to start with social situations that are only slightly anxiety-provoking. This is key. We want to build momentum and confidence, not overwhelm ourselves. What does this look like in practice? Well, it's different for everyone. For you, it might be as simple as making eye contact with a cashier and saying thank you. Or maybe it's sending a text to a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. It could even be just walking through a quiet park where other people are around. The idea is to find your personal starting line. What's a situation that makes you just a tiny bit nervous, but you know deep down you can handle it? This is your first victory waiting to happen. By successfully navigating these low-stakes interactions, you start to gather evidence. You're proving to yourself, one small step at a time, that you are capable. This builds a foundation of confidence that you can then carry into more challenging situations. Each small success is a building block for your self-esteem. Now, let's get a bit more systematic about this. A fantastic tool for gradual exposure is creating what we call a fear hierarchy. This sounds a bit formal, but it's really just a list. You'll list out your feared social situations, from the least scary to the absolute most terrifying. Think of it as a ladder. At the bottom rung, you might have something like smiling at a stranger. A few rungs up might be asking a store employee for help. Further up, it could be making a phone call to schedule an appointment. And at the very top, maybe it's giving a presentation at work, or attending a large social gathering. Take some time to really think about this and be honest with yourself. What situations make your heart race? Write them all down. Then rank them on a scale from 1 to 100, where 1 is almost no anxiety and 100 is a full-blown panic attack. This hierarchy becomes your personal roadmap. You're not just randomly facing fears. You're following a structured plan that you created, which gives you a sense of control over the process. Once you have your hierarchy, you start at the bottom. You practice that first, easiest task over and over again until the anxiety you feel about it starts to decrease. You might need to do it 5 times. You might need to do it 20 times. The number doesn't matter. What matters is that you keep doing it until it feels noticeably less scary. You'll know you're ready to move to the next step on your ladder when the current one feels manageable, maybe even a little bit boring. That's a great sign. It means you're habituating to the fear and your brain is rewriting its old script. Now, just facing the fear isn't always enough. It's crucial to equip yourself with tools to manage the anxiety that will inevitably pop up during these exposures. This is where relaxation techniques and positive self-talk come into play. They are your secret weapons. Before, during, and after an exposure exercise, you can use these tools to keep yourself grounded and calm. Let's talk about relaxation techniques first. Deep breathing is probably the most simple and effective one. When we're anxious, our breathing becomes shallow and rapid. By consciously slowing it down, we send a signal to our nervous system to calm down. Before you walk into that coffee shop to order a drink, take a few moments. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for a count of 4. And then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Repeat this a few times. You'll be amazed at how much it can lower your physical anxiety symptoms. Another great technique is progressive muscle relaxation. This involves tensing and then releasing different muscle groups throughout your body. You can start with your toes, tensing them for a few seconds and then completely letting go, feeling the tension melt away. Then move up to your calves, your thighs, your stomach, and so on, all the way to the muscles in your face. This helps you become more aware of where you hold tension and teaches you how to consciously release it. Now, let's pair these physical techniques with a mental one. Positive self-talk. Our anxious minds are often filled with a negative inner critic that says things like, "Everyone's judging me," "I'm going to say something stupid," or "I don't belong here." We need to actively challenge and replace these thoughts. Before your exposure, come up with some supportive phrases you can tell yourself. Instead of, I can't do this, try, I can handle this for a few minutes. Instead of, everyone will think I'm weird, remind yourself, most people are focused on themselves, not me. Or even something as simple as, I am brave for trying. During the exposure, if that negative voice starts to creep in, mentally repeat your positive phrases. It's like having a cheerleader in your own head. After the exposure, no matter how it went, praise yourself for your effort. I did it. It was tough, but I faced my fear. This positive reinforcement is so important for building the motivation to continue. So, let's put it all together. You've identified a low-level fear from your hierarchy. Let's say it's complimenting a coworker on their shirt. Before you do it, you take a few deep breaths to calm your body. You remind yourself, this is just one small step. I am capable. Then you walk over, deliver the compliment, and walk away. Maybe your heart was pounding, maybe your voice shook a little. It doesn't matter, you did it. Afterwards, you take a moment to acknowledge your bravery. You don't criticize your performance. You celebrate the action. Then you do it again the next day, and the next until it feels easier. Then you look at your hierarchy and move on to the next challenge. Remember, this process is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be good days and bad days. Some days you might even feel like you've taken a step backward. That's completely normal and a part of the journey. The key is to be compassionate with yourself and just keep going. Don't push yourself too hard, too fast. The gradual exposure is the most important word. If you find that your anxiety is overwhelming and these techniques aren't enough, please consider reaching out to a mental health professional. A therapist can provide guidance, support, and help you tailor this process specifically to your needs. There is so much strength in asking for help. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope these strategies give you a clear and hopeful path forward. You have the power to change your relationship with anxiety. Start small, be consistent, and be kind to yourself along the way. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content on building confidence and well-being. I'll see you in the next video.